What's going on, guys? My name is Lokmanyu. I'm a professional FIFA player for the Indian national team, and I'm here to talk about the new FIFA that is going to be coming out in September. Of course, the FIFA 22. The hype is just crazy, as always. Every year we build up to this moment, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about. We will be watching the trailer first of all. We'll be talking about the new gameplay features that have been mentioned by EA, and we'll obviously be talking about the pricing, which edition is better, should you go for the ultimate edition, should you go for the standard edition. We'll be talking about all of that, but before we do that, make sure to drop a like on this video. It massively helps the channel. The last video did really well because of your support, and make sure to drop a sub on the channel for future videos as well if you like the content. Without wasting any more time, let's get straight into it. So let's have a look at the FIFA 22 trailer, which everybody's been waiting for since a very long time. And in this FIFA, we'll be seeing the new technology, which is the hypermotion technology. From what I could initially make out from this video, is that the collision system is going to be extremely important. So just how it is between real life players when they're pushing and shoving each other for the ball, for the 50-50 balls. Suppose a player like Hullet, for example, is going to body out Verratti, for example. It's going to be real, and not unlike the previous FIFA versions where you've seen that you'll be just losing the ball even if you have a better, stronger player in that sense, you know. That's one thing that I see. It's going to be much more realistic in terms of contact because, of course, it's a physical sport. The second thing that I noticed is the dribbling aspect of it. Like, you see the likes of Kylian Mbappe, you see the likes of Jadon Sancho, you see the likes of all the players with good dribbling stats. Of course, it's going to be Ronaldo and Vinicius, for example, in this video. You're going to be seeing extremely close, precise touches. Even players like Son will be very good on the ball. It's not going to be a situation where you take a touch and it turns out to be bad. That's what I feel in this game. I think they've emphasized more. You can't really make much out of this video because it's a very short trailer and doesn't show you everything. We'll wait for when they come out with more details. But if you see the dribbling, if you see the forward movement of players, like you saw that skill from Vinicius there, I think all these things combined will make for a much more realistic dribbling experience for all of us. Obviously, it's the case with EA every year, but we have to see what it turns out to be from this trailer that we've just seen. Now that we've seen the FIFA 22 trailer, let's talk about the two editions that are available for you to buy, for you to pre-order for FIFA 22. There are two editions, Ultimate Edition and Standard Edition. As a FIFA Ultimate Team hardcore fan, like I am, because I'm a professional player and all the Ultimate Team enthusiasts, buying the Ultimate Edition this time is value for money. Now let me compare both the editions and tell you why. Standard Edition is when it comes out globally on the 1st of October, when the whole world will have access to the game, and it will include one Team of the Week player item, which every year, if you do play Ultimate Team, you will be knowing about this, that you'll be getting one Ultimate Team player like every week, or one Team of the Week player that you'll be getting. In the start of the game, you'll be getting Kylian Mbappe loan item, which is either for 5 games or 10 games. You will have a Foot Ambassador loan player pick. That means the Foot Ambassadors this time they've introduced are the ones that you saw in the video, which are Heung-min Son, Christian Pulisic, David Alaba, Mbappe, and all the other players that you see. We'll be having a look at them later on in the video. And then you have a career mode homegrown talent. Now this is for people who are interested in career mode. You'll be having one homegrown talent which you can build on in your club, and it can basically become a future star for your club if you are into career mode. But then talking about Ultimate Team now, you'll have all these there included, but the additional things that you get is a limited time offer from EA, and that is the Foot Heroes player item. That is, we'll be having a look at these, what a Foot Heroes player is, but it's a fantastic concept introduced by EA this time. It'll have players like Diego Milito, guys like Tim Cahill, guys like Gomez, you know, all the legends from the past will be there. You'll be having one player, not the lone one, the actual card, to be used at the start of the game when everybody's using gold cards. You will have that advantage, everybody who buys the Ultimate Edition. So that's a W for me. Now moving on to the Once to Watch player item, as you might already know, Once to Watch is an item that a player that has been transferred to the famous transfers, the popular transfers in between leagues that happen in real life, and that player basically performs well in real life, gets an inform, so that once to watch player will be converted into an inform, and it will keep on getting upgraded basically every time the player gets an inform. So I hope that you do pack a really good once to watch player item. Then you have the 4-day early access, which is the biggest difference. As you can see on the dates, the global release is on the 1st of October for the standard edition, but if you order the pre-order the ultimate edition, you'll be playing the game 4 days earlier than everybody else, which is again a massive advantage if you're into Ultimate Team properly. And then you have the dual entitlement, which is a free PS5 upgrade of the game. I switched from a PS4 to a PS5 version when I bought FIFA 22, like in between a couple of months ago, and I had to absolutely pay nothing for the PS5 version of the game. So that's an advantage that you get with the Ultimate Edition. Do note, this is not an advantage you'll be getting with the standard edition. So if you buy the standard edition on a PS4, you will be playing the game throughout on PS4 and you won't be able to upgrade. You'll have to pay again for the PS5 version. So Ultimate Edition now has introduced the one last important thing, but it's last not the least, it's the 4600 FIFA points. This is something that EA was supposed to, from what I've heard, they were supposed to introduce long back because a lot of creators and people working for them had pushed them to do so, but they've now finally put this in motion, which is fantastic to see because these FIFA points are worth it. 4600 FIFA points is some money if you actually buy it from the store, and you're already getting that in the pre-order. So I think this is a massive W for everybody in this case. It's a win-win situation, and I think this is value for money in my opinion. So these were the additions. Let's go ahead and talk about the foot heroes and what the foot ambassadors are about. Now let's look at the foot heroes that have been introduced in FIFA 22 this time. You see the likes of Gomez, the legendary player from Bayern Munich. You see Diego Milito. You see Keane. I think that's Robbie Keane. These are the legends that you'll be seeing. Let's have a look at what these guys are about. So EA says that you celebrate some of football's most memorable players with foot heroes, new items that represent unforgettable moments that turn themselves into fan favorites. Foot heroes have a unique league-specific chemistry, which is tied to their specific hero moment, providing a green club link to any player within the same league, as well as the usual nation link, giving new ways to build your dream squad and recreate some of the most famous moments in Foot 22. I think this is a fantastic inclusion. As an Ultimate Team fan, as someone who has been playing this mode since a long time now, I think this is fantastic to see because you get a green link regardless of what the nation is. Apart from the usual green link, you'll be getting the green link if you convert it with anybody in the same league. So this is fantastic. Now let's look at the foot ambassadors that have been introduced in FIFA 22. Obviously Mbappe is back. He's the cover star of FIFA 22 like he was in FIFA 21. But now they've introduced FIFA 22 ambassadors, which we saw in the video, in the trailer video. And you have all the household names, of course, in this is Heung-min Son, Phil Foden, David Alaba, Christian Pulisic, and Trent Alexander-Arnold. All of them are such familiar faces, I don't need to read about them. But you will be getting one of them. You'll be getting a player pick option like you do with how it is in FUT. And that will be a loan card. Just like you'll be getting a loan card for Kylian Mbappe because he's the cover star. So to start off with one of these guys as your loan players, I think it's fantastic because every player has some sort of a value in game, and all these players are mostly meta cards, which you will be using in Ultimate Team. So I think that's again a win situation, and one of the reasons why you should be taking Ultimate Team, the Ultimate Edition, in the pre-order. Let's talk about more gameplay features. Now, Goalkeeper Rewrite is the first one on the list. That means a brand new goalkeeper system brings a new level of intelligence to the last line of defense, unlocking more reliable shot stopping and smarter decision making between the posts. Goalkeeper positioning personality replicates the different styles of keepers throughout the game to represent the lightning, fast reflexes of world-class shot stoppers. From what I see, goalkeepers will be more powerful in this game than ever, which is kind of gives me a vibe of FIFA 19 where you could play a goalkeeper move really fast and the goalkeeper would end up almost saving everything. But in this case, I really hope it's a balance. It's not where you can move your keeper anywhere. I don't think so. This is what it says, but it means that the goalkeepers are more realistic and they will not be making those silly errors that you see in the previous titles where they're falling randomly somewhere, and if the ball is in front of them they will still dive on the other side, the ball will touch them and just go in a weird angle. I don't think so that's going to happen according to what they say here, so let's just hope for that. Next up is true ball physics. Real world data important from FIFA 22 takes the game's ball physics to a new level of realism. Tune parameters include speed, swerve, air drag, air resistance, ground friction and rolling friction. Means every touch, trap, shot, volley, pass, dribble will look, move and fly like the real thing. I really hope all of this is just text, because imagining all of this happening in a way that is not supposed to happen will be a problem and it will cause a lot of broken controllers. So I really hope everything that it says, every technical detail it mentions, it happens in a way that you feel it is happening right and it is making sense. Next up is Explosive Sprint, a new gameplay mechanic that changes the dynamic of 1v1 situations. Explosive Sprint gives you more control over acceleration, where dribbling or defending lure opponents in. Choose when to unleash your full speed to get away from the defender as you drive your team forward in attack. This is something really good. If you know the game really well in FIFA 21, there was a feature where you hold on to L1 in normal classic controls, and if you hold on to it and you suddenly want to sprint, the player will just touch, and suddenly you press R2, the sprint button, the player will explode. So I think that is, and I think this could be an advanced version of this in FIFA 22, as from what I can make out, which is really nice. You can choose when to accelerate suddenly. And new attacking tactics, well, set up your team with different styles in each half of the pitch with new attacking tactics that give you more control over how you play in FIFA 22. Keep the ball in your half, explore into attack with build-up, fast build-up on the opponents, play direct from box to box or line up your unique style. I really hope these tactics, when it means it's not those bars or those numbers, there has to be some sensible tactics that come into FIFA 22. As a competitive player, as a professional player, I really feel these are the things that needs to be changed, because tactics have to make sense, and in the previous editions, not to me, it did not make any sense. So yeah, well, I really hope these tactics help us, all of us players, to make sense out of those tactics and play some really nice FIFA. Now let's just have a real quick look at the career mode. Well, obviously the reveal is going to come soon from EA, so I'll be waiting for that, and I'll be making more videos once it comes out. So the career mode talks about live out your football dreams in FIFA 22 career mode as you create a club and lead them from relegation candidates to global giants, and enjoy an overhauled player career experience that gives you more ways to progress, achieve and immerse yourself in your pros journey throughout the game. I have been hearing a lot of things about career mode and how good it's going to be. I've even heard there could be an online career mode as well, which is going to be fantastic. So watch out for this space, because as soon as I get more information, I will be coming out with a career mode video as well. It's really interesting, and trust me, it's one of the features that could change this game forever. Next up is Volta Football. It's a very interesting feature added by EA, but I feel it's not hasn't lived up to its standards, honestly. But if something new in Volta comes, it's gonna be fantastic. But from what I see in the graphics, it's looking absolutely fantastic to enjoy with your friends. Volta Football returns with more flair all over the pitch and new ways to express your style and connect with your squad in street football playgrounds all over the world. Again, really nice to read, fun to play when you're playing with a friend. Let's just hope more features come in, and I'll be making a new video when it comes out. And yeah, full reveal coming soon. So let's just have a look at all the redesigns of division rivals and foot champs to create a more accessible way to test your skills and progress against other players. Gives you more ways to make your own club with new depths or customization both on and off the pitch, and introduce foot heroes, the return of some football's most memorable players. Pro clubs. is another thing, which is an exciting feature. I don't play that myself, but it's a very interesting feature and everybody loves to play this mode. With the new customization options to make your club stand out in the stands and on the pitch, a new player growth system that puts you in control of your virtual pros development, and streamlined social play that makes it easier than ever to find your next game. It's time to get the squad together for a new. I think this is a fantastic mode to play with your friends, to relax and to have fun. I think this is going to be absolutely fantastic when new features are added to pro clubs. I think I will be playing it come FIFA 22. But that's pretty much it for the video. I think that covered everything. I know it's a long video, but if you watched it till this time, do drop a like. It massively helps the channel, and sub to the channel for more videos. As we progress towards FIFA 22, I'll be coming out with regular uploads. And until next time, stay safe, have a great week ahead, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching this video.